Some breaking news this hour. There's been another drive-by shooting in KwaZulu-Natal, this time in Tongaat. It's believed that a 30-year-old female driver was shot multiple times while coming home from work. Preliminary information suggests that it was a hit. eNCA's Dasen Thathiah is on the scene. Dasen, good afternoon. Welcome to today. Not a good afternoon in terms of what's been happening today again in that one part of Durban, just north of Durban, Tongaat. Do we know what happened here?
But then definitely not a good day, and yet another shooting in Durban. You know, we've seen a number of them over the past few months, and it seems that it's happening in a more brazen fashion like it is here. This is a main road in Tongaat. The vehicle that the victim was driving is behind me, behind this cordon. She was traveling in that silver Polo that has now come to rest, where police officers are working on that scene. We led to believe that she was driving down this road at a time when there would have been quite a bit of traffic, this being a main road, and there's also construction that's taking place here. And she was returning home from work. She's, we believe, an employee at the Department of Home Affairs, which is about 4 or 5 kilometers away from where we're standing now. And she came under attack while passing through this area here. I want to bring in now one of the first responders that was at the scene, Nazir Sadek. Nazir is with the Community Emergency Response Team. Nazir, when you were here, when you got here, what did you establish regarding the circumstances around the shooting?
So we found a single female in the vehicle itself that sustained gunshot wounds fatally and was fatally wounded. According to witnesses, she had just dropped off a colleague further down the road here, probably about 100 meters down the road, and she'd just taken off when a suspect on foot opened fire on the vehicle itself, like I said, fatally wounding her, and fled on foot in a southerly direction. As we currently speak, SAPS and private security have their tracking dogs trying to trace a spoor to identify and find the suspect itself.
Has there been any sign of her relatives, the family, anyone that's been alerted? Has anyone's come to the scene?
Yes, from what I believe, her fiancé is on scene. I haven't chatted to him personally, but I believe he is on scene itself.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Nazir Sadek, I see Vinod Singh here from Reaction Unit. Vinod, I know that, sorry to catch you off guard, I know that you and other members of the SAPS as well were working on trying to locate the person who was allegedly behind this. Are the members still out working at the moment? What's the latest on that?
Members of the South African police and several private security companies are in the area. Currently, reports received was that the suspect fled on foot at the rear of this premises where the shooting occurred. Members of Reaction Unit South Africa and other law enforcement agencies have the area cordoned off, and as we see, the SAPS dog unit has just arrived on scene and is most likely they're going to try and track down the suspect.
I know it is still early, but any indication at this point about who the shooter was? There's some reports saying that the shooter could have been in the car. Others are saying that he could have been walking past. I'm just trying to establish if this person was known to the victim.
It's difficult to say at this stage. Investigations are in its early stages. Initial reports on scene did indicate that the shooter was in the vehicle, but it was later established that he was walking along the center median when he opened fire on the deceased vehicle.
Thank you very much. We'll keep in touch regarding that search. Prade, and I just want to point out something before we go. If you just look at this general area where we are now, where this cordon is, this is that main road that I was talking about. There are markings where the bullet casings would have fallen after the shooting, indicating that the shooter was possibly on that side, on that center median, as the guests that I was talking to were pointing out. And at that point, I think you'll also be able to see that this is quite a well-developed area, busy area. It's outside a mall. There's a restaurant on the other side. And generally at that hour, there is a lot of traffic. People are returning home from work. And that's exactly where this woman would have been traveling at that time. Right now, investigations on scene are still underway. We also understand that the victim's body is still in the vehicle while this scene is being processed. But at the same time, there is also a manhunt that is taking place, trying to locate the person who was behind this shooting.
Dasen Thathiah on the ground there in Tongaat in north of Durban, another shooting that has just taken place, and the police are investigating. We understand a woman was shot dead while was in her car, apparently by a gunman who was outside walking on the streets.